That's not just the sound of that first sip of Morning Joe. It's the sound of someone shopping for a car on Carvana from the comfort of home.
That's a good blend.
It's time to take it easy, like answering some easy questions to get pre-qualified for a car in minutes.
Talk about starting the morning right.
Just like customizing your terms so your car fits your budget. Visit Carvana.com or download the app to experience car shopping the way it should be. Convenient, comfortable.
Man, that sunset is gorgeous.
Grill, patio, sunset. Hard to get better than that. Unless you're browsing Carvana's inventory while you soak it all in.
Oh, burger time.
So sit back, get comfortable. Carvana's got thousands of cars under $20,000 just waiting for you.
I could stay here forever.
Carvana, where car buying meets comfort meets convenience. Download the app or visit Carvana.com today.
Welcome to Cosmic Channels. Open minds on cosmic lines. To call in to future episodes, the number is 1-833-703-0424. The show is recorded live the second and fourth Sunday of every month. Please subscribe to Alien Theorist Theorizing on YouTube to watch it live, or patreon.com/Alien Theorists Podcast to watch on demand. The cosmic channels are open.
I'm Braden.
I'm Zell.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Andrew.
Cosmic channels are back, baby.
Woo! First one of 2022.
If you got a story about UFOs, aliens, cryptids, a theory on anything weird, we're looking to hear from you. Oh, and just like that, caller number 1, let's bring him on. Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Fuck you, I called.
Fuck you, you did.
Woo!
Nice.
Fuck you.
Fuck
It's
us.
your boy, just Henry,
Oh, it's Henry. I thought it
calling
sounded
from the
familiar.
land of the Sam Squatches.
Calling in
How
about
you
Sam.
guys doing?
Calling in about Sam Squanches?
So, no, I'm from the land of the Sam
Oh,
Squatches.
from the land. Gotcha.
California. I just wanted to call and ask a question of you guys touching on one of the topics I brought up in the past, which was the Fermi paradox, you know, how we haven't found aliens yet, at least that we know of.
Right.
And there's kind of a branch off from the Fermi paradox called the dark forest. And the basics of it is, should we be looking for aliens? And getting into the whole shoot first, ask questions later scenario, because we won't have any way of knowing their intentions or if they're looking for people who are trying to, you know, reach out and then just destroying them. I wanted to ask you guys if you thought we should be looking for aliens and if that might tie into the Great Filter and be related to, you know, maybe people don't get far because they get killed by a big, massive civilization out there.
I love this theory.
There could be like apex predators out there that are not friendly. That's very right. So like if we're broadcasting our whereabouts and, you know, what to contact, that's the thing, is we don't know who is going to answer or when or how or what their plan is. Like it could be anything. They could be peaceful, very similar to us, but it could be
Are we peaceful?
like a predator.
We're generally peaceful.
We're generally peaceful, like I would say in the grand scheme of things, but I'm like, but I'm talking like a straight up. No, okay, listen, that's a good point. We don't want to broadcast to any species that's like us in more advanced.
It's true.
Well, any species that's going to be able to fucking travel here to do anything, to either visit us or take us over, they're gonna outgun us no matter what. Their technology is gonna be way more advanced than ours. We don't stand a fucking chance.
For flight,
Our
right? We've
best-
said that before. It doesn't mean just because they're advanced in flight and travel doesn't mean that their weapon technology was the same. Maybe they didn't have the same thoughts,
Dude.
right? Maybe our dirty bombs are fucking cutting edge.
We've talked about this
Maybe
before.
that's what's been holding us back is our emphasis on like weaponized
Weapons.
like,
Dude,
and technology and shit.
We've talked about this before. Maybe we're just ultra violent. Maybe we're the most violent species that ever existed. And then say another like very cooperative, non-violent species doesn't even think about anything to attack each other. All their emphasis on is just travel and exploration. And then they get to Earth and they show up with no weapons, no like shields or whatever. I've always thought
just obliterate them.
Yeah, like, well, they're like they're not going to obliterate us. Is what I mean. They're not going to show up with like ultra like plasma weapons from space and just like light up cities. They get here, they're like, oh, we found a new species, and then we just shoot nukes at them.
Yeah, that'd be awful.
But
because like me and Zell have talked about this before, like getting high and stuff. But like, there is a chance that like we're a fucking crazy like sentient being. Like we can be mortally wounded, keep going. We heal ourselves. We can lose limbs, and we keep going. Like we're actually freaky fucking sentient beings. If you were to fight us and you had no idea, like
not when you look at us compared to everything else on our planet, though. We're pretty fucking soft.
yeah, but because
that's the thing,
of our
man. Think about that.
because of our
Right?
smarts,
We're- Yeah.
we're ultra predators. Not because of our physical strength or like fangs and talons and shit, but
yeah, we can't kill anything with our faces.
not
Zell
really.
can.
Well, yeah, it depends who you are, but as far as your theory, Henry, like say there was a species that evolved to be that all they did was like they're predators, like from the movie. Let's just pretend like a whole planet, billions and billions of predators, and all they've evolved to do is just hunt things, and they've taken over their planet. And they're so sophisticated that they can scour like the near stars and near Earths, and they do find other planets. And that's all they do is just go there and just that's their whole purpose is to just hunt shit. I like that theory, is then why any other advanced species they send out radio signals or whatever other type of frequencies, attract these ultra, multi-galaxy civilizations, and they just come and just wipe you out, and that's their evolution. That's all they do.
They've just advanced past where they just need the resources. They're like, oh, civilization, that means they're gonna have some of the gear we need and
Dead.
wipe out the population, take the resources, see you later.
Fun.
Yeah, that's what
the
I
Saiyans.
think is, if there is a civilization out there that is capable of like detecting others, I feel like once you get to the stage where you're doing interstellar space travel, you're probably like past the point where you're organic. So it might not be a matter of fighting for like organic resources and stuff like that, but more so just going to planets, harvesting something that is rare to you but doesn't mean anything to these lower level civilizations, and then just leaving.
Like cold and calculated, like we don't I don't care.
That
It's a
makes
robot.
sense to me, because there's got to be something that's driving the innovation, right? Like you look at us, like that's our warfare has advanced our technology fucking tenfold, right? So they obviously need to be doing some type of exploring or warfare or something like that to get that technology, you'd think.
Ultra predators, they develop technology just to take over other civilizations faster.
What if they just want to have a giant intergalactic kegger? I mean, that'd be fucking perfect.
That would be, you know what? That's on this show. That's actually what we hope for.
Yeah,
that's what we're hoping for. They show up one
We get
day.
some burnt pancakes, you guys.
Yeah, he gets some
Italians coming
Italian
down with those
entities
burnt
is cooking up bite-sized saltless pancakes. That's what we're looking for.
Just be Fermi pancakes.
Fermi pancakes. Yep. Yeah, that's
All right. Well, thanks, you guys. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Henry. That's actually a good case file for us. Is just have sit down for an hour and just talk about all the different theories about that.
Fermi
all
paradox
of
and
our
all
different
that.
types.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
All right, thanks, Henry.
We got a quick shout out to 8-Bit Villain.
Have a good night.
Shot us a
You
little
too, bye.
donation. He says, "Hello, boys. How's she going? I want to shout out my sexy lady, Zyrusha, for getting me
Zyrusha.
hooked on the show. Love
yep.
you guys.
Cheers.
Hey,
Right on. Fuck yeah.
Thanks,
Zarusha's
sexy-
on our Patreon, isn't she?
yeah. Thank you,
Yeah,
sexy
I believe
lady
so.
Zyrusha, for getting your man hooked on the show.
Hooked on the show.
Yeah.
All right, just like that, we
If your
got
spouse isn't hooked on the show, time to go.
time to
That's what I've always said.
take a hike. All right, another caller. Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
How you guys doing tonight?
Good, brother. What's your name?
How much?
Where are you calling from?
Adam from Fort Worth, Texas.
Adam from Fort Worth. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, it's good to be on.
What do you got for us tonight?
I was just calling about. I got a couple quick, I guess, shadow people, ghost voices
All right,
that I've experienced in the last 2 years.
before we continue with that story, we got one question we have to ask. Were you dreaming? Or do you think you were dreaming?
I was not dreaming.
Perfect.
I was not dreaming. 100%. I was awake.
This is gonna get awkward if he was.
Yeah,
'cause
I had the sirens would
we
come.
still have yet to hang out with someone.
Nope.
Hang up on someone.
But all right, let's hear some awoke shadow people. I mean, that could be terrifying.
Woke shadow people.
So,
Awoke. Some
They
woke
just come in to fucking correct your pronouns.
Yeah.
And
All right.
So the first experience I had, I was laying in bed, but I was 100% awake. My girlfriend at the time was sleeping next to me, so I lay on my left side. So my bedroom door was to my back, and I remember turning over to kind of just like put my arm around her and go to sleep. And we would keep a light on in our living room, and I could see a perfect silhouette of a person, just completely black, no facial features, nothing, just standing right in my doorway.
Oh.
And you know that feeling when you can feel like eyes just kind of glaring at you?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that was just the feeling I got. So I'm staring at this like black mass standing in my doorway, and I'm shaking my girlfriend at the time. Her name was Mallory, and I'm like, Mallory, there's somebody in the house right now. And she's like, what? And I'm like, there's somebody in the fucking house. And she wakes up and looks at me. I look at her. I look back at the door, and there's nobody there. I get up. I turn all my lights on in my apartment. There's nobody there. We had an alarm system too, so anybody that would have gotten in, we would have heard some kind of alarm. So that was the first really like legit experience I ever had that kind of like fucked me up.
Can I ask before you
So
continue?
fast forward.
Before you
Yeah,
continue,
for
like,
sure.
so you've seen this shadow person, like the silhouette, like how tall? Like the full door frame, or?
Yeah. So their head was like, it went past the top of the door frame. So they were like, it was a tall,
Like 6'6" plus kind of
figure.
figure.
Yeah,
Oh.
probably about 7 feet tall, honestly.
Any identifiable features?
No, it was just black.
Just straight black.
There was no facial features. Yeah, but I could feel eyes just staring at me.
All right, you're saying fast
So
forward.
the next one, yeah. So the next one, this was a voice. I'm with my wife now. Her and I had a daughter in 2019. So for about the first 6 months, I would sleep on the couch because, you know, they would co-sleep and I snore. So I would wake the baby up and she would get pissed off. I would sleep on the couch. So my wife, she'll hum or she'll sing "You Are My Sunshine" to put her to sleep. So I'm sitting on my couch. I'm probably playing like PlayStation or something, and I hear humming because our bedroom was the room right behind where our couch was. And I hear humming, and I was like, "Oh, this is, you know, Amy's just singing Mara to sleep." I look at the baby monitor, and Amy is like in a cold, dead sleep, and Mara is just standing up. But I hear a woman humming in the room behind me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I fucking bust in the room. Amy wakes up, and man, that one
Dude,
fucked me up too.
I'd be fucking tucking my kid like the Heisman Trophy, stiff arming my old lady that's in the way and getting like high stepping out of that fucking room.
Just
dude.
boots the front
See
door
ya.
open, runs
It
away.
was-
Yeah, gone.
And I was like, "Were you just singing?" And she was like, "No." What do you like? It was, yeah. That one was like equally as terrifying as the shit. I mean, I'm probably not equally, but yeah, those are the two big. But I've heard like voices, and like even in that same place when we were living in Austin where I heard the humming, my wife heard somebody in her ear. She was folding laundry and she heard somebody in her ear just go, "Hey," like right in her ear. And that building was old. I think it was from the 70s, and it was kind of, you know, I don't know the history of it, but yeah, we don't live there anymore though. So.
Right. Quick question about she's singing "You Are My Sunshine." Was this other apparition, whatever, was it like mimicking her? Was it singing the same tune?
Yes. Yeah, that's why I automatically assumed that it was my wife singing it. And when I looked at the baby monitor and saw she was asleep. Yeah.
Nope.
Pretty terrifying.
Just some shadow demon just mimicking what it heard. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I don't know.
Like that at all.
No, I feel uncomfortable.
What do you think that kind of stuff is? What's your theory on that?
I mean, I try to remain as, I guess, skeptical as I can, but at the same time, when you see something like clear as day, and like I said, I hadn't just woken up. It was like I was awake, just kind of like on my phone bullshitting, and I turn over and I just see this 7-foot tall, unidentifiable like person standing in my doorway. It was very kind of shook me. And then the humming is just a whole different level of like.
Oh, dude, no doubt. That's fucked.
But yeah, that's all I got for you guys tonight. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we hear like sighs and footsteps all the time, but nothing really concrete because it can be explained by maybe neighbors or whatever. But if I see or hear anything else, I'll call in and
let us know.
Yeah, make sure to call back.
Terrifying.
Yeah, for sure. Just want to let you guys know. Keep up what you guys are doing, man. The show is awesome. It gets me through my work days, makes them a lot more entertaining. So,
cheers. That's why we do it.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good night.
Appreciate y'all. All right.
Thanks for the
y'all
call.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
So it's weird that we got a Shadow Man story. I forgot to tell you guys. I'm not gonna name the person that sent me this text message because I feel like if they listened, they'd be upset.
Sure.
So I'm not gonna say anything. But
they might be upset because they listen anyways, and then they know it's you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but he's not telling who it is
for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say the name. So I got a text message today from my buddy saying his son woke up at 5:45 this morning. So he went into his room and he's like, he wasn't crying, he wasn't upset, he was just up and he was standing up. And he looked at his dad. His kid is a little bit younger than my kid, maybe like 3 months, and looked at his dad and said, "The Shadow Men are coming."
Oh my God.
And my buddy's not into any of this shit. The only reason he's ever listened to this show is because like he wanted to know what the hell we were doing. Like,
the Shadow Men are coming?
Dude. What the fuck, right? And like this kid can barely talk. He just turned 2. No, it's fucking terrifying, man.
He's that babbling stage, but he gets out, the Shadow Men are coming.
Well, he's a little bit past, he can speak. He's not babbling, but he's not completing sentences.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and like my buddy's straight edge. His kid doesn't watch TV, nothing. Like,
the Shadow Men are coming. That is, nope. And then he calls you, lets you know.
Oh, dude. I'm like, I didn't want to know that.
Oh, dude, that's
terrifying. Were you like, were you awake or asleep?
No, he sent me that and I just texted him, fuck off. I don't hear that shit.
That's the last thing.
Just Henry sent us $20. He said, always a pleasure coming on the show.
Peace, Henry.
Round for the boys and towards the hair fund from Mexico for Andrew. Also, Andrew, there's a demon behind you. Don't look.
I'll never look.
Hey, don't look.
I'll never look behind me ever again.
Hey, listen, there's just so you know that we're splitting that 4 ways for 4 hair transplants.
A follicle each.
1 follicle each. All right, let's bring another caller on there on the line.
Boys.
The Follicle Fund. That's what we should call it from now on.
Hell yeah.
Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Patreon.com. Join our Follicle Fund.
Hello.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Cosmic Channels.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
This is Marlena from Virginia.
Hey, thanks for the call.
Hey, Marlena.
Hey. So I've got some ghost stories for you guys of sightings that my coworkers have seen.
Perfect.
So I work at a park and a campground, and it also happens to be on a Civil War battle site, just like most of Virginia.
Nice.
And so we have, I just want to preface this by saying that we have park rangers that work for us that are trained in the police academy. So like they know what they're doing.
Right.
Got some Ranger Smiths out there.
we have 2 buildings. One is like an education building, and the other is where the people check into the campground. And they've had ghost sightings in both. So the education one is actually on the site of an old Civil War house. where the farmer like abandoned the house for the Civil War soldiers to use, and we find like artifacts and stuff all the time from it. So there was one night where one of the rangers was there at like 4 a.m. and we have security cameras that go all around the building. And he's looking on the security cameras and there's a man standing by his car at 4 a.m. So he's like, what the fuck? And he goes out with his gun and there's no one there. And then there was another time that this girl was closing up the building, and we have these like displays with reflective glass. And she's closing all the lights down, and she sees a reflection of a Civil War soldier standing behind her in the glass.
Like a full body, like you make out the whole figure?
Yeah, like she saw his face.
What made her think that it was, like, what details? Like, she was sure that it was a Civil War soldier. Like,
I'm just assuming that everyone for Virginia knows exactly what a Civil War soldier
well, it
is.
could. I'm saying, was it a Union or was it a Confederate soldier?
Yeah.
So it was a Union soldier.
And how did she know that?
Yeah, so he was wearing a uniform, and we also do wildlife rehab in that building, and so that woman was staying there late one night, and the building had been closed, and she heard children playing out in the lobby after everything had been closed, and she was sure it wasn't any of the animals because she had released the last animal that day.
Oh, so she's getting
Civil
some
War soldier kids, or
I think it was probably from the farmhouse that had been built on the same property. So
did kids from
I guess
the farmer house die there?
They don't know.
Maybe.
Could have
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't
knows?
know. I don't know, but that's the only explanation I have because like the Civil War soldiers make sense.
Yeah.
But the kids, my only thought is like the farmhouse because you can go behind that building and still find like bricks of where the frame was.
Oh,
So
like
it's
original
not,
building.
It's not that far. Yeah.
Oh man.
And then in the other building, which is actually pretty new, one of the rangers one night was in there by himself and heard all of the windows shake from one end of the building down to the other end of the building and then come back. Like someone was running down, knocking it.
Oh,
That's fucking
And
creepy.
didn't see anyone out there. Yeah.
Even if that's just
And, like-
someone trying to fuck with them, that's a terrible, terrible, terrifying prank.
I know.
Yeah.
And they've gone out there with like flashlights and guns and not found anyone. And that's happened multiple times, both the windows, and they've heard people like walking on the ceiling, like big boots stomping.
Oh, just like thump, 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 thump.
I don't want to hear that
Yeah,
any
exactly.
other time other than December 24th. I don't want to ever fucking hear that. That's terrifying.
Even then, I don't trust that motherfucker on the roof.
That's true. Just come take your cookies.
Thief.
You can kiss your mom. Bullshit.
Whatever else the
Could
guy
also
does.
be Krampus. You don't know.
Or it could be Krampus. That's true.
We believe in the
yeah, there you go.
Belschnickel around here.
Yeah, there's so many of those stories, especially around that region, right?
Yeah.
We've talked about.
And so the
That's why we've never
management, this
visited.
isn't even just like the people working here, the management of the park know that it's a thing because like they actually caught a figure sitting on a hill one time for this, we put out like a calendar every year. So one of the pictures that went in the proof of the calendar had like a figure sitting in the background and they photoshopped it out before they released the calendar.
Oh, what?
That would have sold more copies if they left it in.
Dude, I know. I
It's
wish
too
they
bad
hadn't caught
we
it.
could have got that to Tim Sculline. He could have zoomed it in real close and found out what it was.
I don't think it was zoomed in enough.
Were they using a digital camera or a film camera?
I think it was digital. I'm not sure. I wasn't working there yet
Okay.
when they took that picture. One of my coworkers just showed it to me. I'll have to see if I can get the picture from her because it's really creepy.
Oh,
Yeah, send it to
Send
us.
it to us.
We should
Yeah.
Has Tim been there? I don't know. This is in his stomping ground, isn't it?
Well,
I mean,
Tim's
Williamsburg. It depends.
Williamsburg.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to travel
I'm
around
not
Virginia
far,
though.
I'm not far from there. It's like 30 minutes from me.
Yeah, it's all the same region though, right? All that like Civil
Yeah.
War ghosty region. What's that big battle? Is that Gettysburg? Is that around there as well?
Gettysburg.
That's in
It's in
Virginia,
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
I mean, it pairs in comparison to the Battle of Schrute Farm, but pretty big one.
We had a couple. We have like Haymarket. Like we have Haymarket and what's the other one? We got Bull Run. Like we have a couple. I mean, we have a number of battlefields that were pretty brutal.
Where people lined up and just shot one pound lead balls at each other.
Yep. You stand 20 feet away from each
we
other and
have-
just shoot.
What a
Till you run out of ammo.
What a weird battle tactic.
We have a full cannonball, like original cannonball, in the education building too, that someone just like found out on the property.
It's impressive how heavy those cannonballs are. Like
Yeah,
they're
I
like the
lifted one
size
up and
like the
was
size of a
not-
softball almost, but they're like 60 pounds. Like
Well, they're like lead. Like pure lead.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's pretty heavy.
I took it out of the closet to show someone one time and almost like fell over. I was not expecting it to be so heavy.
Yeah, they're crazy heavy. And then that just like ricochets through like 14 bodies.
Did you see that picture that's going around social media right now of like that chest plate armor and the giant hole in the chest from the fucking cannonball?
I did see that. It's like a breastplate and there's a giant, huge hole through
It's
it.
from a Napoleonic soldier, yeah.
Fucking crazy.
What a time to be alive back then.
Oh, thank you.
Not really. If you didn't die on the battlefield, you died of fucking dysentery, so it's not really fun.
Dysentery or infection or some other type of illness.
it's like more Civil War soldiers died of
I
like
don't know.
infection and battlefield.
Braden lived
diseases
through
than they did of
dysentery at the
actual
fucking SkyTrain
combat
station. He made it.
Injury.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Braden's dysentery unleashed a plague onto the world, so
He did. Ground zero.
Yeah, Oregon Trail's not that realistic. It wasn't that bad.
all right. Hey, thanks for calling in, sharing your friends' stories. I mean,
Yeah.
that whole region just seems there's countless stories out of there. It's fucking wild.
Get those
They're-
pics
they're
for
fun.
us.
Yeah, send the pic.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try. The girl that doesn't work there anymore, but I'll see if I can get it from someone else.
Perfect.
Right, do your best.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. Have a good night.
Thanks for the call.
Bye.
We should just start calling him the Skull Lion. That's it.
Screw
That's fair.
Tim's out. The Skull
Yeah.
Lion.
Yeah, the Skull Lion.
You should start a podcast. The Skull Lion podcast. That's amazing.
Yeah, we should put it. He should be the first show on our network.
Call him up.
It's a podcast where he only describes the pictures he's taken.
And there's no video to reference.
no live stream.
all-
Maybe he'll get live streams for 100.
If he's lucky. All right, let's bring another caller on. Hello, Cosmic Channels. Hello? Somebody's there.
Is it Tom?
Are you muted?
Come on, do it, buddy.
Got 3-second warning.
The Skull Lion, is that you?
Gonna hang up on that one.
Yeah, it's gone.
Unbelievable.
I don't know what happened there.
Call back.
Call back. If that,
Civil War soldier.
He's fucking
Yeah,
close
probably.
to you, Dan. You're going down, buddy.
Yeah, you keep talking trash. They're soon
Yeah.
going to be out of your window,
hey,
buddy.
Dan,
Oh, shit.
if you log into the fucking Snapchat and do what Braden did, you're getting in big trouble, bud. Because there's a lot more people close to you than there is close to Braden.
That's why I don't use Snapchat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did. I had no idea.
I didn't know.
that-
I've never even logged into the Snapchat.
I didn't
Yeah,
even know
you
that-
keep that thing running 24/7 just so you get chance encounters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am Braden. Oh my god!
By the way, all right.
I
let-
can't
Did
believe
you find
this.
it by my
Brains
Snap
are
map?
social media czar. He has to maintain a presence.
It does. All right, another caller. Here we go. Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Hey, boys, what's up?
What's going
Hey,
on?
what's going on? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Jay. Well, I'm
Hey,
from
what's up, Jay?
Ontario. I'm calling from New Zealand, though.
Calling from
What?
New Zealand.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
shit.
How'd you get there?
Look, I've been here for a couple of years now. Got here just before COVID hit, so I've just been kind of living the life, you know.
Nice. Yeah, New Zealand's an awesome place, man. I did a 2-week road trip there one time. It was unreal.
Yeah.
We're about.
Yeah, he did a road trip. Fucking bullshit.
Road trip to an island.
No, he went to Mount Doom to cast the One Ring into the fires of Mordor.
That was the
That's
part
what he did.
I actually did climb Mount Doom when I was there, but
No, he had to rally up his ring race. That's what he had to do.
I did a road trip from Auckland to Milford Sound and back.
Fucking King of Angmar over here.
Holy shit!
Yeah, we just drove.
Auckland to Milford Sound, eh?
Yeah, we just drove, stopped in places. We did Christchurch and Queenstown and Milford Sound. And, yeah, it was awesome.
Oh yeah,
great place.
I'm down near Queenstown right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that place is very similar to where we live in BC.
Oh yeah,
with the valley
very
and the
different
lake.
from Ontario.
Well, yeah, very different from Ontario for sure. Anyways, what do you got for us tonight?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have talked much on this, but what are your thoughts on the Fermi paradox?
Oh, we just kind of talked about it at the start of the episode. If you weren't watching.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No, I was trying to get connected to his.
But we'll sum it up quick because we can't go again. But pretty much, what was talked about today was maybe the reason that the Fermi paradox exists is there might be some ultra like predator race that anytime you project like signals into space, they just come and either steal your resources and wipe you out or something like that. Is what was.
Well, it's called the Dark Forest.
The Dark Forest, sorry, yeah.
Oh yeah,
the Dark Forest.
Kind of sounds like we're fucked then.
Well, so,
if you're really interested in it, you might want to. I don't know if you've read it or you heard of it, but the Third Body Problem, like the trilogy by Shishin Liu.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, and that's
a trilogy. It just came out. I think they're adapting it into a Netflix series or something like that. Pretty sure that one goes pretty nutballs.
Yeah, but
it has to do with a lot of that.
Yeah, it's a really cool theory, and we actually talked about we should probably do a case file on that. So
and then recently they even had a corollary theory that they put on the Fermi paradox called the Red Sky paradox, which is another one. If you want to look that up,
what's that?
It's pretty fun.
What's Red Sky paradox?
The Red Sky paradox is basically the idea, or it's like the probability that we are an outlier in some of the existence of intelligent life, that technically the most common type of star in the universe or the observable universe or galaxy that we're within are red dwarf stars.
Red dwarfs, yeah.
And the red dwarf stars, by numbers, they outnumber our type of our yellow sun.
Oh, red dwarfs are 80% of the galaxy, pretty much.
Right. So it's like, why is intelligent life like us existing around a yellow star when red stars are more numerous and
stable?
Technically they're more stable. They're more stable in some other things. So there's a couple other resolutions that they have that are pretty cool, but the discussions on that, they just published a paper in December about it. So a couple scientists got in on it.
Dude, have you ever seen the image of where we're at on the in the Milky Way galaxy? We're in the fucking boonies.
Yeah, we're out on the the outer disk there.
We're way out there. We're closer to the outside than the center.
We're in the outer rim territory.
Yeah. It's lawless out here.
It's
the Wild West.
It is. Anyways, that's
something of. What's that? Sorry, go ahead.
No, keep going.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say something I've always kind of thought of is with the whole, where are they? What if we are just kind of the ones that are going to be discovering other planets and other life forms? Because they say, we've been, the Earth is 4 billion years old. So they say other planets should have been around long enough to be
2022 years old. Nice try though, bud.
What's that?
It's 2022.
Oh, sorry, not the Earth. Sorry, our universe.
Oh yeah, okay. Good.
No, I think you're actually right. You're right on the Earth. Actually, on the 4 billion. The universe is something like 11 plus or something.
14 billion years on the entire universe itself. Actually, I think is what it is.
Since the Big Bang, if you go with that theory.
Yeah. And then I guess not us, but Earth. Yeah, it's been around 4 billion. We've only been around for thousands. Yeah, but. Anyways, with the whole other planets having more time to develop, that's, you can only surmise that. So I've always wondered, what if we are just further along, in our evolutionary timeline?
Well, think about this. What if we're just not considered intelligent?
It's true.
What if in terms of if life does exist in the universe, maybe it's extremely different from what we are. Maybe we are an outlier and that we're just not considered intelligent at all.
And I would have to, the only reason that I would lean towards that there's got to be more is because some of these planets, right, are their galaxies and stars have formed long before ours. So there was a lot more time for life and stuff to, come to fruition, rather than, our stars being the first one, some outlier yellow star.
Yeah, there's there's tons of.
I mean, if you really think about it, and you factor in the idea that perhaps like our type of life, our carbon-based life, is the outlier. Maybe that life comes in a myriad of forms, or maybe there's a more common type of life out there. And then if they looked at us, they're not even able to communicate with us, so they wouldn't even consider us intelligent. If they even observed us by somehow they observed us, either, perhaps it's,
maybe other intelligent life like is so large that we look like fleas.
I mean, they're insects. They're just like they don't even care. They just pass over us or through us even. They just like don't care.
They just look at the Earth and they don't, or maybe they don't even see us, like we don't see air. Like it's just, we're just not there.
We don't register on them. Maybe it's just some type of like, if you want to like go into like the consciousness area, maybe it's just like we don't even show up on their radar.
And their wavelength.
It's like they can't perceive us kind of thing.
Exactly.
Or they don't care to. Maybe they just kind of like perceive us as like, like we perceive wind. Like we know air is there. Like air passes through and we're like, okay, it's there, but nothing you can really do about it. Why are you
Yeah, as far as we know, the people who control the wind are really smart. We don't know. No, there's tons of good theories on that. Just like, why us? Why if our planet's pretty young compared to the universe, why has there not been? And that's the paradox.
It's gotta be.
Like it's either like everyone gets wiped out by their own planet, or a cataclysm from like a.
Or there's a super intelligent AI out there that's just consuming solar systems for energy and resources and just building bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even exist in the place that we are looking for it. It exists in super cold areas that we're not even consider that life could exist, because you only can have an AI that generates that amount of heat existing in super cold areas of the galaxy, and we're not even checking those areas.
Within the next 5 years, we're going to have some sort of confirmation of some sort of life on another planet.
From James Webb. From James Webb.
Right? Whether that be basic, microscopic, doesn't matter. As soon as we find life on another planet, that's it. There is no like if there's some microscopic life on Mars, life's not rare. It's everywhere. And then it's just finding those Goldilocks zones. So it's like, I think in the next 10 years, our knowledge of the universe is going to grow exponentially.
I agree.
I mean, we're definitely going to have nice pictures.
Great fucking pictures coming with that James Webb.
Yeah, that's another thing I'm thinking about too, is the James Webb. I've been kind of following that and waiting for it.
It just opened its big like golden disc today, I believe.
It's fully deployed now.
Yeah, it's ready to go.
Considered fully deployed, and it's just got to go through its system.
Now it's supposed to be another 3 months? 3 months before we start getting
until you start seeing stuff, I think. Yeah.
Oh, it's
super cool though. Yeah, it's fucking. That's probably like that's the biggest news of any type of astronomy science in forever. Like, this is huge. It's gonna be so awesome. Sure. All right, brother, we're going to keep the show rolling, but we appreciate the call.
Yeah, cheers.
All right, have a good
night. Good chatting with you guys.
You too.
You too.
Bye. Hey, it's a fun little theorizing cosmic channels tonight.
The comfort of your favorite seat is now your comfy car selling command center, thanks to Carvana.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Your favorite seat's the best spot in the house. Make it even better by entering your license plate or VIN and getting a real offer in minutes.
There really is no place like home.
And speaking of home, Carvana will pick up your car from yours after you finalize your offer. Visit Carvana.com or download the app and sell your car from your comfy place. The comfort of your favorite seat is now your comfy car selling command center, thanks to Carvana.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Your favorite seat's the best spot in the house. Make it even better by entering your license plate or VIN and getting a real offer in minutes.
There really is no place like home.
And speaking of home, Carvana will pick up your car from yours after you finalize your offer. Visit Carvana.com or download the app and sell your car from your comfy place.
Woo, I love it.
Fun. And just like that, man, people are lined up. You know, we took a 3-week break because of the holidays and stuff, so people have been jonesing.
Let them build up.
Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Hello?
Hello, you're live.
Hey, boys.
How's it going?
I got a spooky one.
Hey, tell us who you are and where you're calling from, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem. I actually called in not too long ago. I think it was Cosmic Channels 4.2 or 3.
Nice.
And it was one of my coworkers had, yeah.
Is your coworker's story?
Crystal.
Crystal.
Yeah. No. The old one. When I called in previously, it was about my coworker who had, killed herself.
Oh,
Crystal.
yeah. We did give a shot. Yeah, we gave a raise a glass to her.
Yeah,
It's unfortunate.
Y'all could shot. Yeah, y'all drank that.
All right. What do you got for us tonight?
All right, tonight. By the way, it's I moved. I moved from Canton to Arizona.
Nice.
Nice and warm.
So,
happy with it?
I'm liking it so far. Nice and warm.
Yeah, no doubt.
But all right. So I'll start this off with I was around, let's say 6 or 7, and I wasn't asleep, laying in bed. So no dream police.
Perfect.
But no, I was laying in bed watching The Simpsons, and my door creaked open, and I saw like a dark shape or dark outline of a head lean in with a ponytail. And my mom at the time was working as a waitress, so I assumed it was my mom. And the dark shadow like leaned in and went, "Hey." My actual name is Peyton. The shadow went, "Hey, Peyton, Peyton." And I turned over and was like, kind of like not turned over, but kind of like looked up at my door. I was like, "Yeah, Mom." And then the shadow kind of turned. That was my dags. Sorry. But, turned, looked over, and then looked at me, like dead straight on, and then slowly kind of just peeled its head back. Like, pulled away from the door.
Just kind of like poked around the corner, shadowy face, and then just kind of just pulled back.
Yeah, and I got up to kind of, inspect because, curious. And
braver than us.
Went out, looked around. No one was in the hallway. I mean, no one was in the house that was like, shouldn't have been there. And boys, it just kind of creeped me the fuck out.
Something peeked through your doorway.
Listen, all I know is that Steven Seagal owns a house in Arizona, and he has a ponytail, and there's not a lot of rhyme or reason for the things he does in life. So there's a chance.
Mike Tyson owns a house in Arizona. I could have him help me out.
Yeah,
Mike Tyson.
So he could have, you know what I mean. The ponytail's the dead giveaway
for the Seagal. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was Seagal, he probably would have gave you some kind of cool arm lock.
Seagalter guy? Is that what I'm hearing?
He would have slapped you a couple times or something.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing, boys, is a Seagaltergeist.
Seagaltergeist.
I like
it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
nailed it.
That's fucked though. Like you
I'm
get
even more. I'm more terrified now.
That is.
This has gotten worse.
This has gotten worse for you. We're sorry.
I mean. I mean,
you're not a terrorist trying to take over an aircraft carrier, or you're not a Jamaican drug lord, so I think you should be okay.
You don't attract
I don't belong in a movie that only has a 3-name title.
It's fair.
Golden years.
Yeah, that's fucked though. Like something was there. You like swore you seen it. You follow it out, and it's not there.
Definitely spooked me. It looked at me. I came out the door. Fucking not 3 seconds later.
It's terrifying.
Fuck. Yep.
By the way, and you're growing at the beard.
Yeah, it's the fucking it's my COVID beard. I'm the COVID kid right now, so I've been off work for a little bit.
Yeah, what's going on? Your sponsor's not hooking you up with the shavers or what?
That's why all the beards look trimmed.
Hey, buddy, this is the only hair on my body, pal. Everything else
Oh,
aerodynamic.
that's not
Manscaped for the neck down, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
I suppose so. Oh, fucking, I mean, no, you can give it a good rinse. Use it for the top half.
Oh, you could. Yeah, there's nothing saying you
You
can't,
could, yeah.
but you shouldn't cross the line, you know?
Yeah.
You shouldn't cross the line.
It's different hairs, man. It's different hairs.
Yeah,
true.
You keep the tools separate you use the right tool for the job.
Yeah.
This is true.
Absolutely.
Dan's always selling. Look at this guy.
It works. I got myself the Manscaped 200. What is
Nice.
it? 2.0?
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
Fuck yeah.
Can't go wrong.
It's pretty good.
Works.
I like the toner myself. I put on some of the ball deodorant.
The ball
Ball
deodorant.
I was gonna say the ball toner, boys.
Hey,
Fucking works.
that shit works.
Beauty.
Shit works. Hey, all right, brother.
Gotcha. Don't want to clog the lines.
Yeah, we keep the show rolling, but we appreciate the call.
All right.
All right, have a good night.
Keep that ball deodorant rolling.
Oh, we will.
Yeah.
You as well. Bye. The guy calling from Manscaped or what?
Yeah. He was just checking to make sure we weren't
Make sure we didn't
talking
fuck
bad
up.
about Manscaped. He's like, all right, they're good. They're good.
Yeah, pass the
These guys
test.
are all right.
All right, we got time for a few more calls. Let's bring another one on.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Hey, motherfuckers, this is T Hall from West by God, Virginia, but I'm calling from El Paso.
West by God, Virginia, but calling from El Paso. Perfect.
I saw your snap story from the monster. Where were you? The bog monster den there? How cool is that?
It was a Monster Mart in Falk, Arkansas. That place ruled, but then I shit my pants hard in their bathroom.
It happens.
And I blew up so bad, dude. I was in there for like 40 minutes, and I was like, we got to get the fuck out of here.
That does happen.
It was bad.
And when's the next time you're dropping an episode of Conspiracy Hall?
Dude, I wish to God we could get back on the Conspiracy Hall train, but our lives are so filled with bullshit that we have stopped Conspiracy Hall for the time being. But it will be back in probably 4 years.
Nice.
That's a bullshit. That's a bullshit. Get it going again.
Mark the calendars, everyone.
4 years. 4 years from today.
26.
Yeah, 4 years from today, Conspiracy Hall will return.
That's right. Yeah, better than ever.
Perfect. Well, we await
We
the
broke
day.
the news. You heard it here first
Yep.
on Cosmic Channels.
All right, so boys, I got a paranormal story for you guys, and this just happened last night, so it's fresh as hell.
Oh shit.
Perfect.
So I got to preface the story first. I'm also like 6 shiners in, so I'm a little inebriated on the beer.
That's okay.
So just bear with me. I'll try to keep it short. But yeah, like I said, I got to preface it first. So my sister and I, Savannah, we took a road trip from Virginia to El Paso, helped her move down here. And so we get to El Paso and we're like, what the fuck are we going to do in El Paso? There's not much there. But there's a lot to do there. So we said, hey, ghost tour. Let's do a ghost tour. So we signed up for a ghost tour to the Concordia Cemetery in El Paso.
Concordia Cemetery. Yeah.
Yeah. Super famous cemetery. It's like home to 66,000 dead people.
Wow.
Super spooky. Yeah.
Oh, I hope they're
holy
dead.
shit. Fucking insane. 66,000 people. Anyway, so we booked this thing, and we booked it with the Paso del Norte Paranormal Society. And I was like, well, that sounds pretty legit. Let's fucking go to this. So we show up at night. They open up the gates. They welcome us in. We go into the cemetery, and we're waiting around. And they say, all right, we're going to start the tour. They hand out EMF readers. They've got a fucking voice box. They've got a fucking Ouija board. They got all this shit. And we're like, oh, my God, I wasn't expecting this. And we start to walk around the cemetery, get a little history. No, they got fucking equipment. So anyway, we're walking through the cemetery, and the guide is telling us a good story and whatever. And she's like, hey, we're going to go to this place called the Vortex. I'm like, fuck, in the back of my head, I'm like, fuck me. The Vortex, what? Whatever. So we go to the vortex, and she's like, you're standing in the place where Richard Ramirez was tied and bound by his dad. And you guys know Richard Ramirez is the Night Stalker.
Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Night Stalker. He's like, she was like, he's from El Paso. He was brought here when he was a young boy. He was caught stealing. His father bound and tied him to this spot in the Concordia Cemetery and left him here to repent his sins. So I'm like, what in the fucking fuck? Anyway, so they're telling other stories. They're talking about John Wesley Hardin. He's like a notorious gunslinger. He like killed like 40 fucking people and shit. And so like we're walking to all these different sites, and I've got the EMF. So Savannah the whole time she had the EMF reader in her hands. Like she's the one like doing the little EMF shit and is like going off every once in a while. And I had my camera, so I was like taking pictures. So I was like, hey, let's switch halfway through. And this is right after the vortex when they talked about Richard Ramirez. So we switch, and she gives me the EMF reader. So we're walking to this next site, and all of a sudden the EMF reader's going off. I'm like, hey, Savannah, check this out. That's cool. There's ghosts near us. Wow, awesome. And this fucking thing's like peeking real hard. And all of a sudden, dude, in the middle of my palm, I got this sensation that I was electrocuted, almost like if you pulled a like electrical socket, like you like touched something, like if you pulled it out, you got zapped. It zapped me hard as a motherfucker in the middle of my palm for like 3 seconds, good enough for where I dropped the EMF reader. I shook my hand. I went, motherfucker, what the fuck? And I was like shaking my hand hard as shit. And like people were like looking around, like, what the hell's going on? I look at Savannah, I was like, I just got electrocuted. I just got attacked by fucking ghosts.
Fuck.
So I'm gonna try to wrap it up. We continued walking. I stopped one of the guys and told him what happened. He was like, wow, that's crazy, man, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we go to this next site. They talk about some other shit. And then we walk back in the same spot that I got electrocuted at. I'm holding the EMF reader, and I'm telling Savannah, like, I'm almost like retelling the story again to her. I'm like, this is where I got electrocuted. As soon as I said that, the shit went off again, hard as fuck. It was like, pop, 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 pop. And I got electrocuted. Dude, not this time. This time it was even worse. My hand was electrocuted. It wrapped around my fucking wrist. It went up my arm, and I went, fuck, god damn, fuck this shit. Get me the fuck out of here. And Savannah was like, oh my God, it's happening again. I handed it to her, and I was like, fuck this. I'm not touching this thing again. I'm over it. And yeah, that was the Concordia fucking Cemetery. Look it up, guys. There's so much history there. It's all fucking weird. It's fucked up. I hate it. I don't ever want to go back ever.
I will never do a ghost tour unless they have all that equipment. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, so dude, so when we got here, I was like, we've got to do like let's do a ghost tour. And I was looking up ghost tours, and for hours I was looking up ghost tours, couldn't find anything. And then randomly I like went through a rabbit hole of websites like Reddit, Facebook, and then I like landed on a weird public Facebook meeting, and that's the ghost tour that we ended up booking. And I was like, this is gonna be fucking sketchy. But when we got there, it was the coolest thing ever. It was like a paranormal group from El Paso. It was awesome.
Man, that's fucking wild.
Just quick question. Did you guys have your phones on you? Did they let you keep your phones?
Yeah, I had my phone in my pocket.
Okay.
Are you thinking, Dan, that's why the EMF readers were going off?
It's possible. No, I can't explain that electrocution. Maybe it's a faulty wired EMF.
They don't. The EMFs don't work like that. Like even if I would have to put my cell phone directly in front of the EMF reader.
Have you properly calibrated your EMF meter?
He's got a perfectly calibrated EMF meter.
It was fucking calibrated, guaranteed by Amazon.com.
Did they give you the instructions on how to properly calibrate it? Because any tool that you use, I'm pretty sure you should calibrate it every time before you use it.
When's the last time you've been calibrated? Because the only tool here is you.
I calibrate every night, every morning when I wake up. That's part of my boot up sequence. So
that has a 20-minute boot up sequence every morning.
Those EMF readers have a 9-volt battery. That's what runs them. It's just a little 9 volts. So there's no way 9 volts delivered straight up.
Oh no, I'm not saying that that's what electrocuted you. I'm just saying that I just wanted to know if they let you keep your phones, because that sometimes can interfere with EMF things, because that kind of For me, like being ghost hunting, I would be like, everybody lock your phones in your car. We're going to go out there. We're going to go with that just in case the EMFs go off. That's one less thing that could have possibly affected our ghost hunt. So
I had my camera and I would like, and I'm like a little skeptical too. So I was like bringing my camera up to it, like close to the EMF reader, and like it didn't set it off at all ever. So and every time like
were there EMF readers properly calibrated?
Who knows? I don't know. I don't know.
Who knows?
It was scary as fuck.
Always ask before you take somebody else's EMF if it's been properly calibrated.
Hey, but this fucking graveyard, 60,000 buried people? That's insane.
Yeah, that's nuts.
1,000.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's like a tenth of El Paso's. Well, maybe not a tenth, but like close to a tenth of El Paso's population. They have like 600,000 people live in El Paso. There's 66,000 buried in a cemetery downtown. Unreal.
That's crazy.
It's downtown?
Yeah, it's like downtown El Paso. It's just a big dirt pile. There's fucking buildings all around it, and then there's just a giant cemetery with 66,000 dead people in it. Right off 10.
That'd be a great place to play Ouija board.
Oh, fuck, man.
66,000 souls at your fingertips.
Okay, so because then you wouldn't know who you're talking to.
Yeah, you ask them their name. They tell you. You spell it out on the board.
Yeah, but if they're like Jose Chavez, you're like, which Jose Chavez?
Well, I'll ask for a middle name and some identifying features.
Specify.
Yes, I need
But
a
you're
birth
like Jose
certificate.
Chavez, like 1876, or Jose Chavez 19.
Yeah, what's your birth certificate registration number? You know, who's your mother, father? Right. So we can at least track some genealogy and get down to the what's needed.
Yeah,
you got to ask the important questions.
You got to ask the important questions.
Everyone knows that.
All right, brother, we're going to move on. We're going to take one last call for the night, but we appreciate you calling in. That's pretty wild. Concordia.
Hey, drive safe on that road trip.
Hell yeah.
Are you guys done yet, or you still got more to go?
Dude, we're landed, brother. We're here. We're in El Paso.
Oh,
we're good.
right on.
No more. I'll be flying back to Virginia on Tuesday.
You made it.
Made it. Don't take any of those trapped souls from that graveyard home with you, though.
Shit, dude. They saged us. We good.
Right on. All right. Thanks for the call.
All right, boys. Love you guys. Y'all be good.
Cheers.
Yeah, take care.
Bye.
Take care.
60. That's got to be on the record for
big old
graveyard. 60,000. I don't think you can get a grave site in Kelowna anymore. They're all full. There's no more grave. You have to get cremated.
No more room for dead people. Get out.
I'll get you one.
Give me a grave site.
You just tell me where you want to be buried.
You need a graveyard?
I'll get you there
by 3 p.m. tomorrow.
I'm just going to bury myself in the backyard. That's going to put in my will.
Right next to the dogs.
Yeah.
Whatever. You're dead. Who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Throw me out with the garbage.
Fucking put me anywhere. All right. One last call for the evening. Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Hey, it's Noah.
Hey, Noah.
How you guys doing?
You always like to call in right at the end, eh? Do you wait on purpose?
He sneaks it in.
No, this is just spontaneous for me, honestly.
Okay. What do you got for us?
So you remember that last call I made about how I thought I saw something in the backyard, or at least I had an idea maybe there was something in my backyard. Remember that?
I do.
Or I saw that.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm now convinced that's a ghost because I think now the outside of my house is fucking haunted.
The outside is haunted?
I'm convinced it. The exterior surroundings of my house is haunted. I believe it is now because ever since then I have been hearing voices all around me whenever I go outside at night, and there's no one else outside in the neighborhood. I always check, and it's fucking creepy.
How do you check? Visually? Do you
well, what happens is usually it's like once a week this happens. I don't know why it always happens. Like once a week, it happens like out of nowhere, spontaneous. And then when it does, I have to check all around my surroundings first, and then look around my entire neighborhood from every angle possible to make sure there's no one else outside that is echoing noises or anything. But the thing is, these voices are when I hear them, they're right up to my ear. But I always have to check to make sure my neighborhood's like quiet and empty. The thing is, it's winter now, and out here in Illinois, it's 5 below, and there's nobody going outside at 5 below unless you're taking the dogs out. But no one's out there when I'm taking my dogs out. So,
and they're right in your
that's
ear.
how I feel, man. Yeah, right in my ear. Like just like last week, for example, I was just taking my dogs out for to use the restroom at night. All of a sudden, as in the middle of it, I all of a sudden hear this. It sounded like a little girl doing this creepy little giggle, right, almost near my ear, and I'm like, what? I look around my house where I'm at. There's nobody there. I check all the houses all around the neighborhood that are around my house. No one's outside. I'm like, that's not right.
What do they say to you?
Well, that was just the first. Well, that was just one of them. The recent one was like 2 days ago. I'm taking my dogs out. All of a sudden, I hear another one, and it's a male voice. I hear him say, "Hey, Noah."
Oh, it knows your name.
Huh? Yeah, they said my name, and I'm like, huh? And I check, make sure there's no one in my neighborhood that maybe has echoed it, from across the street or anything. I'm looking, but there's nobody there. Nobody's around my neighborhood.
What's his cadence like? This creature is because you said it like, "Hey Noah," like he's a friend. Is that how he says it?
Yeah, it just sounds like as if it was just a friend. I'm like, huh? And I say, yeah, but the thing is, I'm not friends with anybody in the neighborhood. I don't know nobody in my neighborhood really. Like I don't really do talk with neighbors or anything, so I don't really know my neighbors at all. And I don't.
Was it a
don't
male
know
or a
me.
female voice?
This time it was a male voice. Yeah, this was a male.
Young or old? Or middle age?
Close to my age, like somewhere my age, because I'm 25.
So yeah, young person.
Young.
Now, is it?
Oh yeah.
Is it possible that you're hearing it from a window, like someone's calling your name from a neighboring window? Is that a possibility?
No, and the thing is, I don't think so, because again, it was right around where I am standing at my house. I would have heard if it was from a neighboring house, I would have heard an echo from in the wind even, but it didn't. It was like almost right near me on my property, and there's no one there. There's nobody around there. There's nobody outside my house. There's no windows open or anything. And I'm like, okay. And after that, I said, nope, I'm done. I took my dogs in. I never went out again for the night. I just stayed inside the whole night.
It's a smart thing to do.
Smart for sure.
Yeah.
If you don't know what's in your ear, what's in your head, stay inside.
Exactly.
I mean, that's a tough one to tell. So it was
how often is it? Is it recurring now, or was it just a one-off? Or
the thing is, none of this started happening until after I called you guys about that one incident from the backyard. And I think it's because I may have, I don't know if I upset some ghosts or anything, or if I triggered something. But when I made that call to you guys about that, I was outside, like right around the area where I noticed it. And I was right outside when I called you guys about that and told you about it. So I don't know if that triggered something or whatnot. I don't know if that did anything, but ever since that call I made, shit like that's been starting up. So
it's our fault. Are you blaming us?
He's blaming us.
I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming myself for this. I'm blaming myself.
Well, there's only one way to see it. Let us know if more stuff happens now that you've called it and you've brought more attention to it. Does more things happen? That's going to be the only way to
does it start doubling now? Because last time you said you called, you start hearing it in your ear more, and now you call again. Take care of yourself out there.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking care of myself. Heck, I made sure not to call you guys outside tonight. I'm in my house now doing this, so I'm gonna keep myself safe. Just in case.
It's wise.
Oh yeah.
All right, brother. Hey, thanks for calling in, ending the show tonight.
Oh, thank you very much. Have a nice night.
First Cosmic Channels of 2022.
See you, Noah.
Oh yeah.
Bye.
See ya.
Boom, and that's it. First channel, Cosmic Channels of the year.
In the bag.
The next one will be 2 weeks from today. I don't got my calendar up. Anyone got a calendar up?
Oh, yeah, I can't get it up. It'll be January 23rd.
January 23rd, next Cosmic Channels. Same time, same cosmic place. Can't miss it. Cosmic Channels is brought to you by Big Theory Productions. The Cosmic Channels are now closed.
That's not just the sound of that first sip of Morning Joe. It's the sound of someone shopping for a car on Carvana from the comfort of home.
That's a good blend.
It's time to take it easy, like answering some easy questions to get pre-qualified for a car in minutes.
Talk about starting the morning right.
Just like customizing your terms so your car fits your budget. Visit Carvana.com or download the app to experience car shopping the way it should be. Convenient, comfortable. The comfort of your favorite seat is now your comfy car selling command center, thanks to Carvana.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Your favorite seat's the best spot in the house. Make it even better by entering your license plate or VIN and getting a real offer in minutes.
There really is no place like home.
And speaking of home, Carvana will pick up your car from yours after you finalize your offer. Visit Carvana.com or download the app and sell your car from your comfy place.